A 15-year-old high school football player once again. This is what I would focus on to be able to become elite and be able to dominate the game. Alright, what's good with you guys? My name is KJ Howard. I am the owner of this channel and owner of desireLess, where we help running backs elevate and dominate the competition. Today I'm going to break down pretty much where I was when I was 15 years old and what I wish I would have focused on rather than what I did, and how you can fix those problems for yourself to separate yourself from everybody else. Alright, so we're going to draw right here. I'm going to draw two versions of me. Alright, so right here, this is going to be the old me. Old me. Alright, don't make fun of my drawing. This is me. Alright, 15 years old. 15 years old. So, during this time, my whole mindset was I was hungry, ambitious back, and I was just kind of like, man, like, how can I get better? But I didn't really understand how to exactly get better for my specific skill set, because let's be real, every running back is not the same. Every running back doesn't have the same skill set. So at that time, I was just, man, like, all right, I'm just going to do what everybody else do. So my main focus at 15 was I was trying to gain weight. I was trying to get stronger. What else? Faster, obviously, but that's basic. Everybody's trying to get faster. And that's all it was for my time. I was just trying to get bigger, stronger, and faster. But here was the problem. I was only 5'6", 160 pounds. Okay, so at my time, I'm 5'6", 160 pounds, and I'm just focused on getting stronger, faster, and bigger. And I mean, those are good things, but for me, is that going to get me to where I need to be? This is why it's so important to understand your niche. There is niches inside of football. For example, there's receivers, there's running backs, there's that. Those are niches in positions, but there's sub-niches within those skill sets. There are power backs, there are speed backs, there are elusive backs, receiving backs. So at that time, I should have focused on what my niche was. What I was doing, I wasn't even focusing on my specific position niche. I was just focusing on basic football stuff. Bigger, stronger, faster, which is good. But the thing is that one, I'm undersized, and who I'm competing with, because every back in the country is trying to do those same things. So now I'm competing with every other bigger back. For example, Cam, when me and Cam was coming up together, he was focusing on those same things. He was focusing on getting bigger, stronger, and faster. But the thing is, Cam, we're gonna draw Cam right here. He was 5'10", 210 in high school. Okay, he was 5'10", 210 in high school while working on the same stuff, while I'm trying to be just like him, and I'm a little bit smaller. I'm gonna draw me a little bit smaller. Like I said, 5'6", 160. So if we're working on the same stuff, who's gonna be better? The bigger back. Because why? Because I'm playing his game. I'm trying to get bigger and stronger, which he already is. And I'm trying to get faster, which we both necessarily weren't the fastest dudes in the world. We had pretty quick speed. But the thing is, I wasn't training for my specific skill set and my niche. My niche isn't the same as Cam. I'm not a regular big running back. Now, if I was a big running back getting bigger, stronger, and faster, that could do me good, which it did. I mean, I got bigger, got stronger, faster, as you want to do, but that didn't get me to where I needed to be. So when we were in high school and coaches was deciding who they want to play, me or Cam, who do you think they went with? Cam. Reason why I didn't start in high school. Now, let's draw me, which I wish I would have. Draw a smile on my face, man. This is me, which I wish the new me. Now, if I'm looking back, okay, how can I fit in my niche? So what is my niche? My niche is guys who are smaller, who need to be shifty, who need to have good return ability, good receiving skills. Those are things. So look at guys like Deuce Vaughn. Look at guys like Tyreek Hill, Rondale Moore, okay? These guys made livings and they've made careers in the NFL because they understood their niche and they played to their strengths. Right here, I wasn't playing to my old me, wasn't playing to my old strengths. I wasn't playing to my old strengths. I was looking at, okay, how can I just get the most generic way to get better? But thing is, I wasn't going to get much out of my return on investment, my ROI. I wasn't going to get much out of my return because that isn't me. What I should have been focusing on was, number one, speed. All right, speed should be the number one thing, and that for me is like I should never try to gain weight. I should have been just focusing on speed and let the weight gain naturally. I'm gonna get bigger as I get older, just because my genetics, like I lift weights, I'm gonna get stronger. But my thing should have been, oh, I'm trying to gain 15 pounds in the off season, which I was kind of do when I was trying to gain weight. I should have been focusing on speed. All right, focusing on my shiftiness, being shifty. Okay. Receiving ability, which is a big thing. So going back to high school, when coaches decide who they want to play, me and Cam, the thing was my skill set was the same as Cam. I didn't really do much different than he could. All right, even at the time, Cam was honestly a better receiver than me at that time. So why would the coach put me in the game? Why would any recruiter want to recruit me when they get a bigger guy who's bigger, who can do the same thing I can do at the time? So what I should have did was I had to focus on my receiving skills. All right, being a threat out the slot and the backfield. Oh my God, spelling is bad. Being a threat out the slot and the backfield. That would have gave me kind of a little more ground where, hey, I can do different things that Cam can't do. Hey, I'm a guy who's fast. I focus on speed. I run a 4.4. Hey, I make guys miss an open field. I'm really shifty. And I can catch the ball so coach can use me any part of the field. And on top of that, we're going to fucking return ability. So instead of focusing on gaining weight, being in the weight room, being a weight room killer, which I was focusing on, I should have been focusing on my skill set, returning punts. Man, I wish I would have returned punts in high school, because that would have given me so many opportunities to use my skill set, my speed, my shiftiness, my receiving ability, playmaking ability. Smaller guys in my niche, that's what they do. What do Tyreek Hill do? What do Ron Moore do? What do Deuce Vaughn do? What do all these guys who are smaller in my skill set do? Okay, and that's because these guys, I'm pretty sure in their high school when they got to where they're at, where they trying to be the weight room warrior and trying to be big and strong, and hey, I'm gonna try to make myself strong like the other guys. No, they understood. Hey, I'm smaller, but guess what? I'm more explosive, I'm faster, and I'm shiftier, which led them to produce. Okay, and understand how this graph is different. Right here, the old me, I was competing with every other back in the country. When right here, if I had to focus on this side, I would have been competing in my own niche with smaller backs or scat backs. Compared to over here, I'm competing with every back in the country. I'm competing with every back in the country. Am I going to win? No, I'm 5'6". I'm 170 pounds. But if I'd have focused on my skill set, how many college coaches were recruited when they could have found, oh man, a fast, shifty, small guy who's good at receiving, who's good at returning? I have a much likelihood of standing out because there's not that many backs who have that skill set. On top of, I would have had an advantage because I would have been good in those areas. Okay, so this is what I would have focused on if I was a 15-year-old running back again. So as a 15-year-old, you want to understand your niche. Look at players who play like you, who have a similar skill set, and ask yourself honestly, what has them having so much success at that level? Why are they them? Are they trying to get bigger and trying to gain 15 pounds even though they're a smaller size? Or you know what? They use their smaller ability. You know what? They understood, hey, I'm small, but I'm using it to my advantage. I'm going to be shifty. I'm going to be in open field. I'm going to return kicks. I'm going to catch the ball at the backfield. I'm going to line up in the slot. Okay? Understanding your niche. Even if you're a power back. Was a power back trying to be a speed back? No. A power back should focus on being a power back. So as a 15-year-old, understand your niche, understand who your play style is, and then focus on those in your development. Okay? And this is one of the things that we do in our coaching program, Running Back Domination System, which is a selective group for guys who really want to be serious and really want to take the next level. What we do in our coaching program is we just don't be like, hey, throw you a plan and be like, hey, go ahead and do it. No, we break down your skill set just like this with a niche, and we create a plan for you to become great in that niche so you're competing with everybody in your skill set rather than everybody in the country, okay? And give you an advantage. Let your skill set, let your strengths give you an advantage against everybody else. So when you go and you play and when you go and you get recruited, guess what? You're able to dominate, okay? So if you're a running back and you feel like something you want, where you want guidance and one-on-one, step by step, we basically hold your hand and take you through the process of how to be elite, how to dominate, from two guys who play Division I level and one guy who's currently at the Division I level with 50 games played. Okay, that's a lot of games at the D1 level. That's a knowledge that we have, me and him, that we'll give to you to give you the easiest path to easy, not only dominate the season, not only dominate in high school, but actually get the offers you want. How to talk to coaches, how to negotiate with coaches, how to know when you go into the right school. how to have a mindset to be a dog on that field, because you got to be a dog. If you're interested in that, we create all this in a more in-depth detail for you, and we hold you every step of the way. If you're interested in that, hey man, click the link in the description down below, book a strategy call. Let's see if we can help you out. But once again, it's a selective group, so not everybody might get in, might not. You have to qualify. If you qualify, we might be able to help you. But anyways, it's your guy KJ. Hopefully you took something from this video. If you like this whiteboard style, which I feel like it might help, I know it's a little glare in the window and everything like that, it's daytime, but if you like this stuff, man, comment down below. Hey, we can keep going with this. All right, let's go.